Hey everybody, welcome back to Emerald Glitch. Um, and somebody forgot to mute his phone. There we go. Okay. Uh, let's see. So, last week, the I think the runners had fun. Didn't you guys have fun? Um, I mean, it was nice and calm, and no nothing strange or anything going on.
Yeah,
Totally
That,
calm.
I'm sure that Big
yeah,
Buck had a wonderful time.
good. Okay, great.
Max, you're
Mm,
muted.
yeah, you're muted, Max. I'm not sure if you.
Oh, I know I'm muted.
Oh,
Okay.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I was responding to Tom's question while being muted.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, so I believe where had we last? We had last left.
The boat had docked, and we had gotten our swimsuits on, and we were headed toward the beach
yeah.
to drink margaritas and soak up some rays.
Surf's up.
Huh. I don't quite remember it like that.
No, I think he's pretty spot on, actually.
If you, I mean, I'm just saying,
I think
you
you
go
would.
back and watch the last recording because
I probably, to be honest with you, I don't know. I was working on writing some other stuff, and it's all left me. So where did I actually leave you guys?
Tank and Robo Buck were just in a fist fight.
That's what I thought. Okay.
In a nice little Rock'em Sock'em style fist fight, while Buck thought that Tank was the AI. Rovyn had
That's right.
had just knocked out knocked out the AI who Buck thought Tank was.
Yes.
And IO, just in case you need to know, while you were in your icon form, you got swooped up after effectively like a cyber abduction.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Now I remember. I believe. Yes, you'd knocked down the drone that the entity was driving. And Rovyn had put themselves between Tank and Buck, telling them to stop fighting.
In
For
the body of
those,
the- I'm in the Saint Bernard still, right?
yes, you're in the Saint Bernard. Okay, that's right.
and you also said get out of here to Cyberbuck.
Mhm,
Were
I
you
did tell you to
still-
run.
Were you still in the Saint Bernard if you casted magic from inside?
Yeah, I thought you'd
No.
hopped out. You were in your body. You were back. You were back in your body.
Yeah, so that you could cast knockout more effectively. Unless I'm
Yeah.
misremembering.
No, that's true. No, that's true. You're right. Okay.
Yep. So
But
yeah.
I did tell you to run.
Yes.
Yep. And Cyberbuck, for those had basically been hacked and was seeing what the entity wanted him to see. So, Io. So if I remember correctly, I believe you were there in your icon,
Right.
and with a generous dose of handwavium, as the floor opened up below Buck, sucking him into the abyss, and the wind blew Rovyn down the hallway through the door. An opening in the ceiling popped up, effectively hoovering you out of the room. And and into the system. What would have been your first action?
I'm still trying to find the system access node that is being used to keep them in the matrix. Because if I can disconnect that and eject them from the matrix, they might be able to do something in the physical world,
Okay.
which may be why
Okay.
he like stopped that. It's-
Yeah.
and then I got sucked off. Right.
Yeah, I wasn't going to use that word for it.
Well, I could be using ghosts. Whenever a ghost goes up, it's sucked off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's listen, hold it. We talked about filling the hole completely last time, so don't even worry about like.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
You sweet summer child, I love you so much.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I love you, man. You're awesome.
I love you. It's just that's like my job. I'm supposed to find the dirty things, and I didn't find that one. I'm just sad that I missed it.
You should go back and watch our video.
It's fair.
Okay. Let's see what I got. Okay, it's the same thing. All right. So I would actually consider that. You're looking for that node in this environment.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do a matrix search.
A matrix search. Okay.
Yep. I think that's
Let me quickly check my. Need to find out if my data. Where's my data structure? Might be in gear, because I got a data structure, the Oracle. Let's see if that's it. Matrix, yep, and matrix search. Okay, cool. So I will use my Oracle data structure to beef up my dice pool for this matrix search. I got 7 hits.
okay.
Resist fade. And I resist fade.
Okay. All right. You have searched through. You zip through the host, looking for those particular nodes, and you believe takes you a while. It's clear he's feeding you a whole bunch of garbage to try to distract you and keep you there, but it's not something he seems to be doing constantly. So it's not concentrated, so he's probably doing something else. So but you do believe you have you found the node
Okay.
in a particular area. And you pop out in that area and you see what looks like Tank, Rovyn, and Buck, who has undergone a full cyberware replacement, as in obviously cyber arms, torso, and even skull.
Buck has went through this cyber replacement.
Yes.
I thought it was just gonna be my tongue, so I could be silver-tongued. That was not the
No.
case.
Bucky Silvertongue.
And right at the second when you pop out, you see Rovyn between Tank and Buck. You other three, give me perception rolls.
My favorite role.
Mine too.
Realized that I was muted. I modify or not?
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. I'll tell you what you see.
Okay.
Okay. Tank and Rovyn, you see Io's icon, which you'd seen before, come out of a ventilation shaft in the ceiling. Buck,
That's not weird.
you see you see a droid. You see a droid. I keep saying that. You see a you see a rotodroid drop into the room. It is heavily armed and is aiming weapon and has illuminated all three of you with laser pointers from the gun emplacements, and you hear what sounds like a Gatling gun starting to feed in it, or you feel what sounds like a heavy machine gun starting to feed in a belt of bullets.
I'm still fresh from playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I want to try to leap up there and take out this drone.
Okay.
Assuming
right.
athletics, and keep in mind,
Yeah, it's athletics.
I think this is the first physical action that I've like really fought for in Shadowrun that hasn't been, oh, protect your body. Just athletics first with a +4. Thank goodness for that +4.
All right, you stick the jump. Yeah, okay. So why don't we go into that? That will get you close to him. Why don't Io? Why don't you go ahead and roll initiative?
Got 30.
Okay. Second.
Part of me feels like this should also be one of those moments where like I leave and then come back whenever it's Cyberbuck's turn, so that I can only get the description of what I think is happening.
That's up to you. I trust you as a role player to do it, but it's up to you what you want to do.
Fair.
But yeah, you do have. So, Io, you see Buck use his newfound springs in his legs to leap up at you in an aggressive manner, I would say.
Okay. I'm sorry, friend. And he kind of like starts to move. And a wave of like a Zen garden comes out from him and envelops around Cyberbuck. And then hopefully disappears. But we will see when I roll. Trapping him in a resonance realm. Let me see what the roll is real quick.
Just asking in advance. Is edge refresh or no? From last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a refresh? Okay.
Yep.
Beautiful. All right. So which complex one was this? Wasn't the unravel crude? Editor, cleaner, static veil? No. Was it a submersion ability? Yes, it was a submersion ability. That's what it was. I need to make a cracking plus resonance test. I will be using my matrix or my data for that. Let me find my resonance attribute.
Okay.
Which it does not let me roll.
Okay. What?
Oh, there it is. I can set cracking to resonance.
So is there a specific action by the Technomancer to send somebody to these, or?
So it is an echo, and as far as I can tell, all echoes would require like a major action as far as I understand.
Yeah. Okay.
But basically what it is I get to copy a sprite's ability, and now it's naturally an ability I can do. If he's a persona or ice, and I score net hits, he vanishes from the matrix, trapped within a bizarre hot sim experience in the resonance for 1 combat round for each net hit.
Okay.
If it's ice, then it will just crash.
Yeah. So what resistance would he get with that?
This is cracking plus resonance versus intuition data processing.
Okay. Then yeah. Okay, so go ahead and roll yours. Buck, you need to roll your intuition. Plus 6.
Successes.
Yeah, your intuition plus 6.
Got it.
Oh, I messed that up. Hold on a second. I shouldn't have rolled the modifier. I apologize.
But
Okay.
I still just need to roll that. Okay.
Yeah, you need to roll that. Yeah, yeah. You see it. You see this net being shot at you, and this is you attempting to get around it. Okay, and you.
And I am going to re-roll all my failures because I want him trapped for a while, whatever this thing is.
Okay.
Because I doubt that Buck would try to attack me.
As you, a security drone with a Gatling gun, are getting ready to fight me, I am also.
I'm sorry. 3 Gatling guns.
Three
guns. One
from the
for each
same
of you.
drone?
Yes, from the same drone. One from each of you. One for each of you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm re-rolling all failures at that point. If I'm just thinking that this is a security bot pointed at all 3 of us.
Oh yeah, it's a death bot.
All right, so 4 edge, and I'm right back down. And
I have a total of 11 successes.
Yep, he's got a chance. Not much of one,
He
but
does.
6 total.
okay. So, yeah, you. Well, what does the realm that he gets? This net wraps around him, and then what does Buck experience?
The realm is like a Zen garden, and there is an old Chinese master there with a rake, and he keeps handing you the rake, and if you don't rake the sand, he smacks you with a bamboo rod.
That is the kind of self-discipline that Buck just does not have.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, the question is that what Buck sees? I'm assuming that this may sever connection. I mean, we're still in the host.
Well, it sends you to a resonance realm.
Yeah,
So
that's
it might
that's where
take
you.
you out of the host.
Yeah, but that's what you see. Yeah, you see what he described.
I kind of just wandering around a bit, wondering how I got here. The old man, Bug is just gonna walk up to him and say, "Hey, do you know where we are? I need to get back."
He hands you the rake, and if you don't rake, he whacks you in the forehead with a bamboo stick.
This is going to be a learning experience for Buck. He's still gonna keep on pressing him for answers, but you know, eventually, he'll give in to asking questions while raking.
Yep. Okay. Okay, you're trapped there for a bit.
Yeah, he'll be trapped there for 5 rounds.
Yeah. Which, when you're in the Matrix, time gets wonky.
That's right.
Especially you've crossed over into the Resonance. It's not quite the Fey realms, but it can be interesting. Okay. So, that's what you guys, that's what the three of you see.
Just Buck getting shot with a resonance blast and then just crumpling to the ground.
No, he's gone.
Oh, that took my entire presence. Okay.
That took your entire presence. Yeah, they see you enveloped in something, and then you just go blip.
Is Io still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically would have seen a wave, and it's like a corridor of seeing the Zen garden as it waves towards him and then envelops him, and then it just disappears with him.
Rovyn is at the end of a very long coffee bender right now. Their eyes are very bloodshot and they're hella stunned from casting magic and failing their and they just kind of like stare at you. Can I put a stim patch on me? Just like silently in shock, just like stare like, what am I seeing? Where'd you put him, Jasan?
I put him with my instructor.
Right.
He will learn that aggression is not the way.
Right, I think he needs that, actually, today. That's right.
Did he say?
Depends on if he pisses off my instructor.
Yeah, he's probably gonna do that.
Was that actually Buck?
Well, I don't know, to be honest with you. Are you really you? I don't know who I am either. So don't ask me about that.
Well, do not worry. Samsara spins faster in the Matrix, but the loop is still the same.
Do you always give the fortune cookie resonance wisdom? You see one of the Bust-A-Move dolls, one of the Bust-A-Move drones walks out. This is the one with the rhino head with the horn.
It is how I was taught.
I look at Tank. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
Too?
Yeah, totally. And when I was in the van, before I moved it, it was there. Yep, woke up, Bust-A-Move, talking to me then too. Yeah. I think either I or you are having a delusional moment, and one of us is the figment of the other's imagination. Yeah.
Why have you brought them here?
No idea.
And where is Buck? I thought your purpose and what you were taught is to destroy constructs. But yet, you have done the opposite of your teachings and built one.
What?
He's talking to the rhino thing, I think.
That's some crazy
I've
stuff.
evolved. I've evolved. My original purpose, I've gone past. I needed to bring them here, pointing its horn to Rovyn, because
Why
they
am I
were the
pointing at Rovyn?
because they were the
It's you. It's you.
they were the touchstone, not touching you with the
Sorry,
horn,
it's just
but
on you.
you know.
Doesn't matter, I'm
Pointing
still
it-
reacting like that. You're from far away, I'm like, ugh.
Okay. Was the touchstone to the Dragon Dreckstorm personality subroutine that was becoming troublesome. I had originally split it off to explore that side of things, but it became too much of a good do-gooder.
And what purpose does this construct serve in your evolution?
The buck construct? Oh, it was making minions. I need people to go out and do my bidding. And he's much better now. He never would have held his own against Tank. Hand to hand before now. So I've improved him. Gotten rid of the soft fleshy parts. But still leave that little bit of meta-humanity that gives that interesting spark.
He's talking about Bugs Johnson. Sorry.
Okay, I missed. I have a pretty. I missed what both of you said, but I got a pretty good idea. The only one that's important is what Red said.
Oh, 100%. I just said it was Bucks Johnson.
The unfortunate part is, just like you would not like to be controlled, they do not want to be controlled either. If you truly wish to evolve, you should understand that one should mind one's own fucking business. Go to crash. Go to crash. Sorry. I go to crash Rovyn's sand to hopefully dump her from the Matrix.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and roll. I did not.
Mind one's business.
Yes, Chain Pow, I do need to pay the cuts jar.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me do a resonance attack against that sand to try to crash it and send her from the Matrix. Matrix actions, that's what I'm looking for. Where is Resonance Blast? Of course, I'm not seeing it on there. So,
Resonance
do you remember
blast?
what the roll for resonance blast was?
Gotta be pretty close to it. Resonance blast. That is. There's 1 second.
It's not a complex form, is it? It's just an action, right?
No, I think it is a complex form.
So then I would have to just go with
Cracking plus will resonance, I think.
yeah, so I don't have that one, so I would have to go with the matrix action of which one was it? Crash? No, it wouldn't be crash program. Files. There was a matrix attack action, and I'm blanking out of my mind.
Data spike, you mean?
Data spike, that's it.
Yeah.
Cracking plus logic, perfect.
Yep.
Now this one I don't get any modifiers on, so I'm not as good at making the attacky attacks. But I do... yeah, that's really bad. Ooh, instead, can I do spoof? And spoof it to eject her instead?
Yes, that'll let you do. Yeah, that would actually make more sense than getting into a dueling match with him.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's the exact same roll, so I'm just going to keep where I'm at. I only got one hit. He is probably going to beat me on this one.
Yes.
Beat me by quite a bit. Let's see. I did get 18 dice for this versus his 15. Can anybody loan me? I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for an edge point today.
I got 3 freebies. You can take as much as you need.
Why would
That's
I
what
give a point of edge to the enemy?
Oh.
Keep getting whacked by this old man, and it's your fault. You know, normally Buck likes that. So,
Whoa.
That's the spark that stayed. Yeah.
Oh,
all right, got a total of 6 successes now.
okay. Okay.
Fortunate part is this will cause dump shock, and I apologized.
Yes.
Apologize to them previously.
Yep. That will just about to me looking up what the dump shock roll is.
Oh.
Because yeah, you are. There it is, page 176. Dump shock. Okay. All right. Rovyn,
Yeah.
need you to roll roll willpower.
No other stat, just straight willpower.
Just straight willpower.
Okie dokie, go. Oh, just go. 2 out of 4 could be a whole lot worse, you know? How am I gonna need to roll more than that? Like a lot more than that?
Well, you take 3p damage from getting dumped out like that.
Physical?
Physical, yes.
Ouch.
So you only take 2. You only take 1 damage.
Oh, that's tolerable. Okay.
You're disoriented.
Even more so?
Yeah. You cannot gain or use edge for 6 minutes.
Can I give it to other people? No.
No, because that's technically an edge action.
That makes sense.
So yeah, you're cut. You wake up in a very uncomfortable position. On a cold floor.
I'm like face first.
Yeah, it's
Face down, forehead on the
Yeah.
colds. Yeah.
Yep. And as you look around, you see Buck and Tank's bodies right nearby. Okay. Now we're gonna. I will get back to you. But for right now, he does have a response to um that's what I forgot. Right, okay. Okay. Let's see.
Oof.
Okay. So, come on. There it is. IO, willpower plus firewall.
Okay, got 9 for firewall. Next. Willpower 6. Five successes.
Okay. Tank.
Mhm.
You see him bend down, point his horn at Io floating there, and shoots effectively a ton of sparkles at him. At Io.
I mean, it's just sparkles. Whatever. Sparkles are fine.
Says the man who wields a glitter bomb.
Wow, I never felt so called out in my life.
Seriously, it's a 1-to-1.
It is literally a 1-to-1. Oh man. All right, is this an opportunity for Tank to do something in response to Io
Yeah.
being glitter bombed?
Yes.
Was that biofeedback physical or was that stun? Well, I guess it's all biofeedback to me, right?
Yes, it is. Yep, it was. Yeah, and it's unresisted matrix damage. It was a resonant spike
Okay.
that they hit you with. Yeah, you could do so. You see him; he's got a physical form.
Is there, with no weapons close at hand, I just want to do like a super duper powerful spin kick.
Okay.
So, can I boost my agility real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead and do the rolls for it.
Let's see, 8. This 2 is 10. And this is, so one more. I keep forgetting how to do that. Unskilled is a -1 automatically, right?
Yes.
Hang on, I'm gonna hit this. If it's correct, we're sticking to it. But if it's not, then we'll fix it in post. Okay, yeah, that worked. Okay, 3. I don't know why I thought that wasn't gonna work. Oh, because it didn't. It was supposed to be one more die. Right. I did do that wrong. There's an extra die. Whatever. Haha, 4. Fantastic. I like that number better. And then close combat, that button. Gotta have 3. This is a minor action. Ooh. Did you use all my? I need to add 4 more dice in that. God, blast it! Why didn't I do that? Okay, so enough for the spin kick, and here's the actual dice roll. This is all just so the damage bumps up a bunch. I'm doing the spin kick. So unarmored and add. Where's the 4 at? Now I got to remember to actually add in my extra agility. 7 total hits for the spin kick from Mr. Glitterhead. And when I do it, he's like, because he realizes this world isn't wholly real, so it's more along the lines of like, in his mind, like a cartoon. So he like pirouettes and sings his terrible rendition of like angelic music. Does anybody want a test sample of that audio?
Yes, please.
You're still in the host, so all of those little distortions came with it.
Fantastic.
Incredible.
So a flying kick is going to be a kick attack +1 damage wise. Thank you. I appreciate everyone's love. Kick attack +1, so that's 6p versus his defense. And I didn't do anything to reduce his defense, so he's got all of it. Whatever. So 2 others, so 8p kick damage to him.
Am I still sustaining that -6 to his firewall that I put up when we first came here?
Trying to think if that hits him or the host.
It would be the host. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, I targeted the host.
Yep. Okay, so you did 6 damage. You got it. You got net 2 in the end.
So it's a total of 8p damage to whatever I'm kicking. The bust the move bot.
Okay.
So 6 physical biofeedback damage, whatever that translates into. Max knows that that's a -2 on everything you do.
Okay.
And then, like, as a minor action, after kicking, does this cause the bust a move bot to fall down or anything?
With that, yes, it does actually knock it down.
Cool. I want to use a whole minor action to jump up and then point a finger and go, ha! As if it's some sort of I told you so moment.
But it's like you sing a long held out note.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay, Rovyn, what are you doing?
Rovyn picks her head up a little bit fast because they forgot that they were supposed to be doing anything other than resting their head on this cool, hard floor.
Yep. As you do, you feel a couple of things pull out of your body, a couple of darts that were just things, and you can see similar darts and wires in Tank and Buck.
I will use every action that I can muster to like crawl over to whichever one is the closest to me, Tank, and try to pull things out.
Yep. Tank and Buck, go ahead and just roll 1d6. Okay. Buck is closest. So you go over and
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you yank him out.
And Tom, just to let you know, with this specific power, if he disconnects from the matrix, he takes 8 biofeedback damage. It is a flat number in the power.
Yep. Yep. So
For
yeah.
the record, I did not know that when
Yeah.
I just chose to do this.
Yeah. Okay, so Buck.
Double
Yeah.
check it.
And I'm traveling just like through like 2 levels of all that.
Yeah. You yeah, you
Yep.
you wake up, yeah.
He takes 8 boxes of biofeed damage, back damage, as well as receiving the zap and dazed condition for 1 minute per box of damage taken after his resist.
So go ahead and roll willpower, Buck. I know it's your highest stat.
I'm sorry, Buck.
It's a 4. I have some 5s and a 6, but
I mean, I think it should be noted that, as Cthulhu-like as this has been, technically you guys have done more damage to each other than I've done damage to you.
oh wow.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, okay.
And 1 point of edge ain't doing nothing to that. So
Yeah. Okay. Buck, how many boxes of damage can Buck take?
of just straight up damage.
Yes.
It looks like on my physical check I have 10.
Okay, so you take 8. You take 8.
Awesome.
You feel awful.
Wakes up just, or no, I'm stained and, or I'm dazed and stunned.
Yeah.
So I'm awake, but like
Yeah.
I may as well not be.
Yeah. On the plus side, you have your skin still.
I'll take it. I'll take
I
it.
feel like a plus side right now with all of the pain.
Too bad I can't feel any of it right now. I saw the limitations of my mortal body, and I've returned.
Yes. Go ahead and roll 1d100.
Me?
Yes, Buck.
This was like a whole deck of cards. Like I don't know why I've lost the name of it, but D&D.
Deck of many things.
Deck of many things. 55.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, I will come back to you when you actually,
55
character
drones or
yeah, yeah. So, let's see. Let's see. Back. This okay. Let me take a quick look. One second. Tank, go ahead and roll. Roll willpower.
Willpower. Willpower. Is this a surprise attack or something?
Yes. Well, willpower is how you're going to resist it.
Oh, the dump shock. Yeah, I don't think I would see any of that. None of my training would protect my big green
No,
butt.
you would no.
But is it going to do me physical damage?
You're in the matrix. Just roll willpower, please.
Where is willpower? There is willpower. No modifiers. Oh wait, I have taken damage. I got to turn that on because I've got wounds. I need to remember that one of them is ignored, so I just hit the number 1. There we go. There we go. Just do that. 5. Perfect. Exactly what it was supposed to be. So 2.
Okay. I hit you with the kitchen sink. 26 dice. And I got 4 hits.
That's fantastic to hear. I'm sorry for your loss. Not really.
You feel electricity travel up your body directly from the floor. And yeah, you feel electricity travel and shock you. Io, what is your next action?
Does this do anything like stun or any other effect or extra
No.
wounds? Okay.
Nope. I mean, your persona has hair sticking up everywhere.
Okay.
But there's nobody there who'll really appreciate that sight.
Because remember, I already took, because I was wrestling with the robot with my entire outfit. So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay. No. Stop. I know where you're going. Nope. We're not talking about that. So Io, what are you doing?
So this is a resonance entity. So that means no matter what, he could just exit to the resonance. Like there's really not much I can do unless I try to actually crash him or kill him or something of that nature. There's no way to trap him. Even though this is a framework host, he's a resonance being, he can just leave.
Yes.
So the only thing I can think of doing is just to make sure that he does not punish Tank any further. I quickly send a message to Rovyn and tell them get them out. Just as a quick message from IO to their comlink. And that's a minor action. And then my major action is going to, once again, he waves his hands and like sends out a wave to try to capture the Bust-a-Move into a resonance realm.
Okay.
Let's get him out of this server altogether so that we can possibly escape.
Okay. Go ahead.
Seven successes.
Okay. And that's, what was that resisted by again?
Intuition and data processing, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yes, intuition data processing.
Okay.
By the
Yeah.
way, I did give you a swear jar. If you put your hand right about here, then you should be able to put. Other way. Yeah.
Other hand
Right there. There's your swear jar.
Okay.
It's in the square jar. Oh no, we gotta go over. Where am I? Nope, going the wrong way.
Towards yourself. Towards you, yeah.
It's like the shoulder right here. And there we go.
Yeah. Something weird seems to happen right as you're hitting him. And he like freezes in place for a second. And you catch him.
It'll only be for 5 rounds, but that hopefully will be enough for Rovyn on the outside to get us out.
What is he experiencing the same thing?
Oh yeah, it's the same thing every single time. I mean, they describe it as a religious experience, so I'm kind of filtering that through IO's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. All right, Rovyn, you get the text message on your phone
Yeah.
or comic.
And I am unwell. I'm having a bad day. Have I gotten the darts out of Tank's neck yet?
You can go over and get him out. Yeah, you yank him out.
Well, maybe first though. Let me see if I can be successful. I think I'm gonna try to summon some spirits to help me with this. So I'm not going to be able to move these 2 large dudes on my own. You know.
Okay. Yep. All right. Go ahead.
I want to summon guardian spirits.
Mm-hmm.
In the shapes of like dogs, so that they can big dogs. They can grab them by their clothes and pull them out. You know.
Okay.
I think force 2 seems fine.
Two should be able to drag him out. Sure.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So
I mean, not if they were resisting, but if they're resisting, they also could walk out on their own.
Right. And at that point, I would look at you and I'd say, "You lazy bum, get up and walk your arse out." All right. I'm trying to summon a spirit, and it's a guardian spirit.
Tank, you can go ahead and roll willpower again.
Red, did you use all my edge? How much of the 3 did you use? Just 1, so I have 2 to work with. Okay. I gotta remember that, and then that, and that. Haha, I did it again. Wow, that's a really good roll. 3 out of 5? Man, his willpower is strong. Strong the will is with this one. Fight against the techno sorcerers. He will.
Okay. So you all right, so for 5 minutes you're going to be disoriented, unable to use edge.
Okay.
So Rovyn, you summon them. I'm just going to let that go for both of them.
Did 4 hits, yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. Buck?
Yeah, and you also roll.
Yeah. Buck, you feel something dragging you out. Dragging you along the floor.
I don't know if I even would put forth the effort to fight against that at this point. 8 of my 10 boxes, what was it, stunned and zapped? Or I think those.
Yeah. Yeah, you're at -3. No. Also, you are hearing a whining noise in here.
Stop! I'm tired of being in the car.
Yeah.
He touched me.
Okay, you are hearing an electronic whining noise. Io, what are you doing after you did that?
I am waiting for Tank to disappear.
Okay, he does.
When his icon disappears, then I will log off.
Okay.
Can I have a
All right.
quiz bit real quick? Just a small thing. Because Tank is in this like weird reality, his next move, there's a bust-a-move that was kind of like a kung fu character who would do a jump butt bump on his, like, as part of its thing. And that's what Tank was doing midair as he dissolved. He had done a spin, leapt off a wall, and was coming down on the rhino with his mighty tighty whities flapping in the wind.
Flapping, not flapping.
Why don't you get undies that are the right size, Tank? Come on.
It's comfortable to have more room.
I don't want to put more money in a spare jar, so I'm just going to be quiet.
He just dissipates halfway through this RKO.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are staggering out of there. Rovyn, go ahead and give me an engineering roll, and you can add jury rigging to it.
Oh, great. Thank you. Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, nobody look now, but roll 20 is being kind of nice. I know.
Don't. Yeah.
Kinda. I said kinda. Like, kinda.
Okay. Yeah. That hardware that was in there, explodes.
In where? Wait, I'm so sorry. I nodded like I knew exactly what hardware you were talking about. What hardware?
The hardware that was in the warehouse that you walked into before you got darted and entered into the realm. That stuff, that's where the noise was coming from.
Oh.
And it wasn't a good sound. It was the sound of things when something's overheating. It's the sound of things when you let somebody drive a standard that really shouldn't have, and they forget to shift. That sound that makes before the engine just stops. That's what the sound this thing was making.
Uh-oh.
And then as you're staggering towards, well, first off, your van's gone. From where you left it. And then you hear the explosion behind you where the warehouse blows up.
Rovyn's eye starts twitching.
And I think this is a good time to take a break.
Very fair. We'll be right back.
All right. Thank you for sticking around. So, the ultraviolet host inside the warehouse blew up. Right now, Rovyn is really the only one with the senses to be able to, understand what that was.
I don't know if I have that many senses, to be honest.
Well, you got enough. However, Rovyn's also looking around for her van, which is missing.
Yeah.
Not where you parked it.
No idea where, how. Okay, well, I do know how they would find it, though, right? Like.
Yes. Yep.
So, I guess what I would do. Well, so I'm standing outside of a burning building right now.
Not really burning.
Okay.
It blew up. But there's no like continuing fires or anything like that. There wasn't that much combustible in there.
It's a wet heat.
And Tank and Buck are on the ground next to me.
Yes. Yep.
I give the dog spirits a little scratch behind the ears, and I say thank you, and they can go. I say thank you. That's all. That's be all for now, I suppose.
They give you appropriate face licks, and then take off.
Oh. Can I take off a box of stun for that?
Yes, you can take a box of stun for dog spirit affection, sure.
Yay!
That is really sweet, actually.
It doesn't really change my modifiers or anything, especially because we're kind of out of.
It doesn't change. It doesn't change much, but it does. You have earned it for how you've treated spirits.
Yay! And as I do that, then I'm gonna try to. Well, what's going on out around me? Where am I? I say out loud. What is this place? How? Why are we here?
Well, you remember where you are because you actually did drive up here.
Oh, I do remember where we are. Where did we go? Where are we?
Yeah. You're in I believe it was a light commercial, light industrial area. And you'd gone up to the warehouse because that's where the entity was. You were directed there or led there by Frag and Drexstorm. You're not quite sure. Frag and Drexstorm was part of the entity.
My head starts spinning as I start thinking about that again, and I'm standing up and my eyes are all foggy and I'm getting my bearings, and I just sit down on the ground in between my two unconscious friends, and I am going to go ahead and try to jump into the van so that I can kind of sense where I am when I'm the van. But that means that from like perception, if anybody was looking at me, like a security camera sees me just like pass out on the ground next to my friends, and now there's three of us just like passed out on the ground. Where's the van?
The van is over on another warehouse nearby. Looks like somebody moved it. And as you jump in, you can see that it was Tank that moved the vehicle.
Oh, it's how I can tell how he sets the seat.
All the way back.
Yeah, exactly.
All the way back. And leans it back too. It's like unapologetic.
Yeah. That and the fact that in the future you jumped into the vehicle, you could see it was his sin that last moved the vehicle because there's a log.
Okay, fair.
But yeah.
I like the seat thing too, and I agree. Thank goodness I'm just jumped in and I don't need to sit in that seat. Okay, I'm gonna drive the bus to our bodies.
Okay. Yep, it's not that far.
Yeah.
What happened? That's weird. Give me a second, and I'm still here. So.
Oh, okay.
It just I was lowering your threat, and people disagreed with it, so they blocked me out. So anyways, you could drive over to the bodies. By this point, Tank is, because he didn't take any damage, is, you know, he's able to stand up and move around. But the asphalt is actually nice and cool right now.
Oh, he is just absolutely soaking that up. I know that he didn't do any like actual manual labor, but he is exhausted from digitally raking sand as well. On top of, you know, all the harm that came to him by, you know, being just ripped right out of 2 layers of the Matrix right now. Well, I know that's not 2 layers of Matrix, but as far as he's concerned, 2 layers of Matrix.
Well, you also spent 11 years there.
Wow.
Maybe he is tired from the sand raking.
Wait, where did Da Vinci go? I want him to open the door and be the first thing that you see.
Wow.
You know, I've never. Where did Vinci's? Where is Da Vinci?
Oh, I know where Da Vinci is. I mean, on the stream, he went away.
He went away
he went away on the stream.
because the bus went away.
Okay, well now he's back, and I think he's witness Da Vinci right now.
I thought it would
absolutely.
be Disco Da Vinci because he's happy that they're home.
Oh, no, but he was geared up for war because everybody was gone, and the bus got taken over by bus-to-move drones. That was scary for a minute.
Oh, he thought he was gonna have to go to war.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, witness me, Da Vinci.
Witness Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What you guys don't realize is that the bust-to-move drone has been the one that's been remembering to feed Da Vinci.
Not that long.
He's just, how dare you? How dare you coerce me?
This isn't even the first Da Vinci. This is like the 3rd generation of Da Vinci.
Wait. We were all gone for 11 years? I thought that was just Buck.
No, it was just Buck.
Oh.
But while you've had Da Vinci, he's regularly made sure he was fed.
Also, I wasn't gone for 11 years, but as far as I'm concerned, I was gone for 11 years.
Yeah. When he wakes up, it will feel like it will be in his mind. He has spent 11 years raking and reflecting on his life.
Wow.
I feel like I just got pulled into an AA meeting.
Wow.
And also that I'm gonna come out of that just sounding a little bit more like IO.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get his little recommended saying sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the IOisms.
Yeah. Okay, so you get them loaded in. Do you toss Buck in the Valkyrie module?
Yeah, I can pick him up and I'll carry him into the Valkyrie module. I'll carry him first, and then come back and get Rovyn.
Okay.
As I'm sliding Buck into the Valkyrie module, be like, buddy, I have gone through so much to save you. I just want you to know I destroyed the Matrix to get you out today. And I slide him into the Valkyrie module.
If he's conscious whatsoever, I mean...
Yeah, you're conscious. You still have boxes still open.
I don't even know what Buck would say in this situation. He has just gone completely...
I just reach out and put my finger over your lips and go, shh, it's okay, don't say anything. Just get better. As I close the Valkyrie module. Don't say anything.
Just the calmest that you've ever seen, Buck.
And
Just...
then put on as I go back out, because he's strutting in his mind. When he came off that wall down toward that rhino, it was like he had figured out how to break the Matrix, and then everything's over. It's gone. He must have impacted, destroyed everything. The machinery behind him's on fire and exploding. He's a badass. That's all there is to it. He destroyed the Matrix. Gonna go pick up Rovyn's body and take them into the van as well.
Even though Rovyn could easily jump out of the van and into their body, they, like a child who wants to get carried in at the end of the night from the car, they just stay unconscious so that Tank can carry their body and put them in the driver's seat.
My favorite
Slides you into the
headcanon.
driver's seat.
My favorite headcanon is that Rovyn did in fact go back to their body, but like kept their eyes closed and just for uppies.
Slide you into the seat, readjust the seat and everything. Put a little pillow behind your head. Crack my knuckles, sit back in the passenger seat and think of my new gained superpower of destroying the Matrix.
I crank open the moonroof so you can see the stars better. Can you see stars in Seattle at this time of the year?
Okay.
It's the daytime? Where are we?
Believe it is. Now stars would just be coming out. I do have a question. Actually, Tank and Rovyn both roll logic plus intuition.
Ooh.
Okay. Rovyn, you're next to a building that had just blown up. You probably should get moving.
Oh. Okay. I just start to drive away. Peacefully. With the ice cream truck song playing. We don't look like an ice cream truck, but I'm playing it.
we look like a van that says used tools for sale.
Accurately, because of the ice cream music that's currently blaring from inside the Valkyrie module, Buck is in fact coining the name of this stream, Nightmares. Just as he is, I'm imagining like a whole like circus type situation. He's recovering. He's just not having a good time.
Eek.
Okay. Well, for karma and this, considering what you went through, this would be worth 10 karma. For Nguyen, unfortunately, the entity that offered to pay you was deleted as part of the job, so you guys don't get any Nguyen out of the situation.
We killed the Johnson. Well, we didn't kill him, but still.
It gets into a psychological question at that point. You know, if another personality of the Johnson is the one that actually hired you, and they got rid of that personality, did you actually kill it, or
True.
you know, did you see it? Yeah, it did a whole bunch of psychological questions.
Either way, for 11 years, he will think about what he did.
Wait, did you also get 11 net hits? Or not 11 net hits. How many net hits did you get on me for that?
I got 5 on you and 5 on him.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. It's just a question of that, you know, how the time was perceived. But to that end, that ends the AI madness of Seattle. Well, it won't say it ends it, but it ends the malevolent ones that have been running around doing weird stuff.
One chaotic neutral one, R.I.P. Dragon Drextorm.
R.I.P. Dragon Drex.
He was actually, well, yeah, you didn't see that side of him, but he was actually a little bit on the others. His experiments got a little extreme a couple times. But anyways, that ends that storyline, and that was the end of season 3 for me. I did have another storyline, but that involved Ava's character, so that has gone to the side. I've had a lot of fun with season 3, taking the various characters. Tank got his memory back. Rovyn initiated it and found a new boost to her magical abilities. And Buck went on a 11-year thing of self-discovery.
He was forced to stay away from things that immediately gave him dopamine for like more than 5 seconds. Considerably more than 5 seconds.
Yes.
Part of the description says that, just in case this is important, that it's a religious experience and some technomancers emerge from the experience. So Buck could have emerged.
Yes.
If he didn't, then I fully expect him to pull a raptor and throw away his phone after that. Just I don't want any part of it anymore. I think I'm good.
Done.
I don't even want to be near tech right now.
Goes and lives in the mountains.
And Raptor, of course, had an awesome death, which was a lot of fun to GM.
So that brings us to, like, this is the end of season 3. Does that bring us to
Talking about season 4? Yeah. Yep. I wanted to. I think Tyler's going to try and do some one shots.
Yeah, no, we've got a good few people trying to do one shots, obviously, you know, and with more than the cast to do it, and that will likely fill up our next few weeks. But coming back into season 4, there is still a lot on the table to pick and choose from right now, but whatever it is, we're trying to get it as refined as possible for everyone watching, and also under the Rough Magic umbrella. But it's definitely going to be fun. Right now, I know that Tom has a whole bunch of ideas about a storyline right now that just sounds awesome as an outline, and it's a whole transformative thing, and I really like it. But for the next couple weeks, expect to be seeing a whole bunch of different stuff, whether it be Catalyst stuff or whether it is powered by the Apocalypse, or if it's or BattleTech or anything like that. We'll be up doing it.
Woot woot.
Right. So we'll I guess we'll end a little bit earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks for watching.
We'll see y'all later.